alcohol, cigarettes, and other vices, technology knows no age limit. These words by Dr. Asa Dawn Brown, a speaker and psychologist here in the US, shows that anyone could be an addict to technology, from toddlers all the way to the elderly. Let me ask you a quick question. How many of you believe that technology, the constant use of it, can lead to addiction? Well, it's great that we have a room full of like-minded individuals in regards with this fact. Next. So, I am Jose Garcia. I am on the pathway plan of computer science, and I also earned a certificate from the Arizona Technical Career Services. So, by the end of this presentation, I hope that all the data and the facts encourage you to make testimonial videos about how the use of technology negatively impacted you and what you have done to limit or overcome it. Let's start off with the problem of technology and cyber patterns. So then, what seems to be the issue? The issue is that 30% of Americans are constantly online. It's getting to the point where they lose touch of reality to the point of addiction. They also suffer physical, psychological, productivity, and family issues. David Sham, an assistant principal at the University of Utah, found out that families were the most impacted when it came to technology. 70% of them reported that technology interrupted their family time at least once. Alongside that, a study was conducted by 8 doctors at the University of California, where it was discussed about the overuse of technology, how it leads to reduced attention spans, impaired emotional social intelligence, along with social isolation. Others may say that they need to use technology constantly for the work, for the school, education, etc. I agree with that. However, while we still may need it, it becomes an issue when it is used without moderation. So, what are the root causes of constant use of technology? One of the main root causes of technology is limited human interaction during COVID-19, meaning no face-to-face communication, but rather virtual communication with the screen and another person sitting behind it. We are leaving the pandemic era, yet there is a rise in the use of technology. Data collected from the AARP, also known as the American Association of Retired Persons, found out that 44% of retired adults relied on technologies to stay communicated with their friends, family members, and loved ones. This is 4 out of 5 adults. Well, the other side may say that, well, people have no self-control when it comes to technology, that they lose their marbles when they see technology. However, how could a person develop their social skills and find out of social cues if they have to rely on technology to communicate on a day-to-day basis? So, how does this impact our daily lives? As a result of the overuse of technology, it has gotten to the point where we have the inability to read body language to find out social cues. This has resulted in physical issues, psychological issues, and family problems. Dr. Ronald Rigro, a writer for Psychology Today, found out that it's much more harder to read facial expressions alongside reading body language to make an appropriate comment or request or even a simple conversation. The other side may say that good effects way more or outweigh the bad effects that are seen today with technology, such as you're able to work remotely, spend time with your friends or family, etc. But the issue is that when you only focus on technology and not other activities, which leads me to my other point. How can this be resolved? What can we do? One method of solving the issues of constant use of technology can be finding alternative outside activities to limit our time on technology, such as enjoying nature, fresh air, movement. Yet our time on the internet is limited but not outright restricted. An online survey was conducted in China with the permission of the Institutional Ethics Committee. Out of 3,000 Chinese who were ordered to stay inside during the COVID pandemic, 60% of them reported to be depressed and 53% reported to have sleep disorders. The other side may say that, well, not everyone can participate in outside activities. Some just do not have the facilities to go out. Well, they do not have to go out, but rather it is an alternative. They can go to a library, walk their dogs, join clubs, etc. So then, what can we do now? To make the solution into a solidified plan, what we can do now is to make testimonial videos about how technology has negatively impacted our lives and what we have done to limit it or outright overcome it. Statistics collected from former drug addicts' testimonials found out that 70% were motivated to make a difference in their own lives. The other side may say that, well, we should place legal restrictions on the use of technology. However, that is a big no for me. This will be met with chaos, protests, and outright violence. Rather, we should encourage voluntary limit and not rather forceful limit. Now that we learned and reviewed that technology without moderation leads to addiction, this issue can be faced with making testimonial videos of how technology has negatively impacted our lives. Who here is willing to do that? That's great to hear. Technology is growing at a fast rate and it's going to be growing even more. But we have to make sure that it's not growing over us. Thank you.